Hello everybody, hi families, it's Miss Penny from Marengo-Union Library, and we are here to do a family craft, my favorite. I love when families can get together and do things together. So pull everyone together and let's have fun with this craft. The fun thing about it is, well, you're doing it as a family. That's fun right there. And it's a craft. Two things. What we're making, everybody, is called blooming wall art. So super fun. We're making a canvas. We're turning a canvas, I should say. Turning this plain canvas into beautiful flower art. And basically you can do whatever you want with this. I mean, it's a blank canvas. You could do what you want, right? But I'm going to show you what our plan is, okay? So here's a finished one. This is kind of a basic one. We're using felt to make shapes, designs, words, flowers. I'm going to show you how to make a couple special flowers. So that's what we're doing. You can use paint to make words. You can use paint in general. You could use markers. You can use whatever you want. We are going to be using this blue burlap instead of tan. And let's get started. You're going to need hot glue. Probably will work the best, but remember, little fingers should use adult supervision because we don't want any burns, okay? So just keep that in mind. It gets super, super hot and I don't want you to get burnt. So we're gonna take our canvas. We're gonna take our cloth, burlap piece of cloth here, and our canvas, and we're gonna put it upside down on the cloth. So if you can see, I put it upside down. And the reason we're doing that is because we want to pull it super tight onto our canvas and turn our canvas into this beautiful background. See how that background is? So what we're going to do is you're going to make sure and pull it tight as you go along, and you're going to use your glue gun, which I have to get all my glue sticks out here. You want to make sure you have enough glue sticks too. There are other types of glue you can use if you don't have a glue gun or if you don't want to use a glue gun. But I'm using glue. I just find it easier. All right, so we're gonna take and we're gonna glue just the top section of our burlap first with our glue gun, okay? And I'm gonna just bend it on over, hold it on there. All right, now the hot glue does kind of go through the burlap, so keep that in mind. It didn't burn me, but if you're afraid of it burning you, just use something maybe so that you're not touching it with your fingers, you know? Even if you use the end of a piece of the scissors to touch it and pat it down, that would be fine. Okay, so I have that top piece on there. Now I'm gonna do the bottom, but I wanna kind of pull it a little bit tight. Not super, super tight, but a little bit tight, okay? So I want it to just hold really, really nice. So I'm gonna put glue along the bottom now of my canvas. And I'm gonna do the same thing. But remember, I'm going to pull it just a little bit tight just to make sure that it's a nice fitted on there. Then my glue, because it's hot glue, dries fast. That's why one of the reasons I choose hot glue, everybody. I love how fast it dries and works. Sometimes the fast drying is not helpful, but in cases like this, super helpful. So what I have here, I have the top and the bottom glued on, and it's kind of not super tight. You can see, look how loose that is. So we're going to be pulling the sides now and doing the same thing with the sides. So let's get at it. So we're gonna glue this down so that that's down. What I did, okay. And then I need another stick because I'm running out of glue. So I'm going to put some glue along that bottom edge. You can start with the top edge if you prefer. Then I'm going to make sure I'm pulling it tight enough and then pull it up all the way up. And if my glue dries, no big deal. I'll just add some more glue. Another thing I like about glue, and plus we can cut some pieces of the burlap off. If you notice when I did this, look, it's a little sloppy there at the end. I'm going to see that. I'm going to be cutting that, so that's okay. I'm going to do the same thing now with the top, okay? So I'm just gluing this down all the way because it wasn't totally, there we go, and then We're going to do the same thing up here. This is the one you want to really make sure is probably the tightest because this is your last fold. Okay, so make sure you're pulling it, making sure it's nice and tight. And remember, we're going to be cutting off the extra pieces, so that's not a big deal. And when you're finished, mine's not super tight, but it's tight enough for me. If you don't like how tight it is, sorry, I'm out of the film. Okay, if you don't like how tight it is, hot glue is really nice too, that you can kind of pull it off and restart. But I'm comfortable and happy with that. So what you're going to do with your extra burlap on the back here is just kind of cut it off. Easy peasy. You don't need all that extra, okay? So go ahead and cut that off. Cut, cut, cut. And then you get to do your, so while I'm cutting, I'll go ahead and explain. What you want to do after you've cut this off is you're going to be deciding on what design you're going to be putting onto your canvas. So the sky's the limit. That's what I like to say. The sky is the limit. You can do anything. I mean, you can put your flowers in the corner. You can put your flowers in the center. You can put no flowers if you don't even want flowers. Not everybody is going to want flowers, and that's okay. So this is where you're going to sit down as a family and truly decide what you want your family canvas to look like. And if you're wanting flowers, that's great, but you also need to decide, where are they going to go? Are they going to go on a corner? Are they going to go in the middle? Where? See? It's not just as simple as just decorating, guys. You have to actually figure out, where is this stuff going? That's the great thing about family time. You get to decide this together. Hopefully, we're all doing this without arguing. And I'm sure you are. You guys are all great families, right? You can even do rock, paper, scissors if you need to. Pull something out of the hat. Do what you need to do, guys. But figure that out so that you can begin your design, okay? Once you have figured that out, it's time to make your whatever you're making. I'm going to be making some flowers, and so I'll show you how to make some. So I started out with a rectangle piece of felt. What I'm basically going to do is roll it. I'm rolling it up. And as I roll, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just to make sure that it's going to stick. Okay? This is my first flower, and all the instructions for this are in your kit. That's a great thing to know too. Okay, I'm not just leaving you high and dry. The instructions are in the kit. So there we go. You can make bigger flowers, you can make smaller flowers. You can, if you'd rather not use felt, you can make paper flowers. Or you can paint them. Okay, so there we go. I've made this, puffed it up a little bit, and dropped it. There we go. A little kind of poofy flower. There we go. One. I said there we go a lot, didn't I? Does anybody else notice that? Okay. Now with this one, same thing. I cut a rectangle, but then I folded it and I cut on the folds, but not all the way down. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to roll it up and make a flower. All right, so let's start rolling. And I'm also going to add glue as I go so that it stays together. If I'm really good, I won't get glue on my fingertips. Sometime, here we go. This one's a little trickier to roll, everybody, because you have to keep it folded as you're going. It's not as easy. Just keep that in mind. This might be like a two-person job. If you've got a family member willing to help you, this might be a great one to have two people do. Because my roll, there we go, doesn't want to stay together super well. All right, this is a cute one. I've never made these before. See, this is a first for me too. Never made felt flowers, but look at this. Oh, that's actually really cute. I like it. This is my favorite out of the two. All right, so that's another flower idea. Then I have this other flower. This one I'm not 100% sure, so I'm just going to look at the directions, which are in your kit. I have the cut all ready to go, but I'm not 100% sure. How do I, okay. So we I'm supposed to be a rose. I was supposed to make a circle and then cut like, you know, cut it in like a snake shape or whatever. And then it says, oh, then it just says kind of roll it up. All right, it's another roll. We can do this. We can do this. So we're just gonna kind of, oh, that got stuck to my finger. It wasn't hot, but it did get stuck to my finger. All right, so we're just kind of rolling. I see it, I see it, I see it. See it forming now. Now, I just didn't see it at first. Couldn't picture it. Okay, so I'm just rolling this like so. And again, it's in your directions. All right. I'm adding the hot glue so that it doesn't come apart. Like, you know, when I'm finished rolling, have you ever like finished something and then it falls apart on you because you weren't maybe taking care to keep it together or something to that effect? I've done that. That's why I am trying to be proactive. So adding the glue as I go to hold it together as I go. All right. Almost to the end for this rose. That's what this is. It's a rose. And ta-da. What do you think? Not bad, not bad. Okay, still the pink one's my favorite, but that's okay. Then we have our last one, which is in the directions too. Oh, easy peasy. 4 hearts. That's it. 4 hearts, exactly the same size. If you want to do the same colors, that's totally up to you. We're going to start with one on the bottom, and I'm going to put it like so. Show you. Okay, so I put one on the side, one on the bottom, one on the side. Okay, now I'm going to put one on the top and one on the other side. And basically, that's it. That's my flower. One on the top, one on the other side, and that's it. Look it, easy peasy. See? That's kind of cute. Okay, so that's like 4 basic flowers that I just showed you how to do. You, again, can do whatever you want with them. With yours. I'm back. Let's get in some. You'll also have a little bit of green, so if you wanted to make any kind of like vines, that's just, you just kind of cut. Or you can draw first if cutting is not your thing. So I'm just kind of cutting a vine. I'm just going to make one for now anyway, because anybody know my reason? Somebody's got to know it. Yes, we don't want the video to be 5 hours long, right? Okay, so here we go. I made a vine and a little leaf for the vine. Okay, now I'll just show you. So now this is where you've decided, right? You guys have all talked as a family and you're like, okay, this is how we want it. And now you start putting it together. So I'm going to put one here. You just start putting it together now, really. That's it. Putting it together. And then if you have like extra embellishments at home, you can add those. You know, buttons, jewels, any of the above. That would look really cute too. So I'm keeping all mine in this corner. I'll put a little vine kind of, well, let's do that. Okay. I'm going to kind of put the vine like so. And the leaf right here. And I'll add more to mine later too. But again, okay. So there we go. Look at that. That's the start of mine, guys. Your guys's you're all going to look different. Everybody's is going to look different because you're going to choose different colors, you're going to choose different flowers, you're going to choose a different design, and you're probably going to add other things like, I don't know, butterflies or no, I don't know, whatever your family likes is going to be added onto this because it's your family picture. When you're finished with it, hang it on your wall and display it and show it for the world to see because that's what it's for. You guys did this as a family. That's what it's about, right? Make it beautiful, show it off. You guys also have fun doing it and clean up together because cleanup's fun, right? Yeah, cleanup is so fun. But if you do it together, it goes so much faster. So much faster when more than one person is doing it. Clean it up, easy peasy, have fun. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.